I'm just in front of the Argentinian National Congress here. I'm joining a tour which is just to my right, starting at the Library of Congress. And it's telling a bit of the history of Argentina, so I'm looking forward to that. Just to look at the Congress building, obviously heavy guard presence around this. But you kind of have the Library of Congress over here. And then I'm right in front of a square here with a big statue and monument. The guide was just saying this is a national monument that was built in the early 20th century when after the nation was declared in Argentina. And he was saying that the artwork on this was actually a mistake. They'd got two things, the horse on the front of the Parliament building and the horse in the fountain are the same statue that they had to repurpose because they had two of them. Statue of Rodin's thinker here in the main Independence Square leads to the Congress building. It is part of the Europeanization of Argentina after it became a country.
They hired an architect, his name was Mario Palanti, and they hired that man in 1990. The year that this building was finished was 1923.
So I'm just in the Palacio Barolo. And this is a building saw from the outside there. This is the entryway, the atrium, and it's based on Dante's Inferno. This is the hell area. You can see kind of dragons and some quotes of Dante on there. And the upper floors are purgatory and heaven as it goes to 100 meters high.
First DNA. Right, and she was born also an illegitimate daughter, so she was the lowest of the low, treated like hell.
This is a monument for corruption on a building in the July 9th Avenue. The architect was frustrated when he built this building and put this monument or statue in the monument. This part of Rio de Janeiro. This part of Buenos Aires was built in the 1940s under the Peron government, using more of a socialist Russian kind of influence. Right now it's a lot of the government buildings.
Country just developed even
This is the Pink House. It's the functional offices of the President of Argentina, President Milei, and originally had the red color, pinkish color, because of pig's blood they used to protect it against moisture, now obviously using paint. This is the Pink House, is what it's commonly called. It's the house the President of Argentina works from. This is the main cathedral in Buenos Aires. It's off of the main square by the presidential palace. Next to a busy road here, but behind the bus there is the museum now, but it used to be the vice-regal house at the end of the 18th century. And this is where the ruler of Spain's representative led the colony of Argentina at the time. This is one of the oldest subway stops in Buenos Aires. So I finished my tour. And now I'm just going to check out the National Museum. So I'm crossing Park Lezama here on my way to the National Museum of Argentina. Just in front of the National History Museum is this statue of Remus and Romulus that I saw in Rome this summer. And it speaks to some of the Italian heritage of the groups that immigrated to Buenos Aires at the start of the 20th century and the late 19th century. In behind is the National History Museum, and that's where I'm going to spend a little bit of time now. So I just finished my visit to the National Museum. It was a good visit. It sort of covers the history from independence from Spain at the start of the 19th century for about 150 years till the end of the Peron government in 1955, and gives a lot of good history and was an interesting place to visit. It's a fairly busy street, but it's July the 9th Street. It's the widest street in the world, apparently. At one point had 14 lanes of traffic across it. They fit 5 million people into this street when Argentina won the World Cup. So it's famous for where people come to for celebration. But it kind of stretches for 3 kilometers here. This building is the Teatre Colón, the National Theatre, and I'm just going to wander around it to take a look. So the National Theatre from the front, a few buses in front of there. It's got a busy kind of tour you can do inside, and it's one of the buildings that was built in the latter half of the 19th century. The theatre is one of many buildings that were sort of built latter half of the 19th century, early 20th century. And what our tour guide said yesterday was that there's all different styles because there was large immigration started in the 1870s to Argentina from a lot of different European countries. And so it's not unusual to see different types of buildings right next to each other. That sort of gives the city a little bit of a jumbled feel when you look at the buildings. A lot of buildings with little cupolas like this one here. There's actually on a lot of postcards the name is the Ciudad de Cupola because there's so many of them on some of the streets, not as many here. But apparently there was, amongst the rich in the late 19th century, competition to build elaborate buildings, and this was the result of that, a lot with these cupolas at the top.